everyone, this is Trisha and welcome to my channel. Please excuse my overall appearance. It's Saturday and it's already almost pretty much noon, and I've been up all night because we had a storm come in and ran out in the middle of the night to go rescue the dogs that we have outside. Even though they're in a little dog house, we ran out there to get them and bring them inside the house, and we had something happen. Electricity went out and couldn't sleep all night because we went out to get our cat as well, calling him, but couldn't find him. And you know, we were just thinking about him, wondering, because while we were out there calling him, we had our phones with our flashlights because our other flashlights just weren't working, and then we couldn't step out in the rain with our phones, just calling him and calling him, hoping he would run over to us. And I told my husband, you know what, he's hiding somewhere. He's gonna be okay. Sorry, I'm moving the camera around so much here. I'm sort of in a swiveling chair and moving around, and my arm hurts. But yeah, it was an eventful night. Our cat's fine, by the way, just letting you know. Our cat is perfectly fine today. Very calm, beautiful morning. It's very cool outside, but let me show you what happened. Well, thankfully the little tree in our other yard caught most of this tree because, oh my gosh, a big old bump here where the root came up and is pushing up the soil right here. But go around this way. Yeah, because there's a carport over there on our other house, and it could have just busted that down. I mean, that's the least of our worries. It didn't go into somebody's, you know, car or house, but this whole tree. We had the dogs inside, brought them out here to do their business. They're in the little fence, but yeah. Those two portions of our fence got broken. You can see over here. Well, thank you, Jesus, that it wasn't something worse. Hey, little ones, y'all okay? Okay, so my husband removed the umbrella. We had put an umbrella right in there. There's the base right there. Look at all of the little branches all over the place. Not unusual. We see a lot of that, but that, oh my gosh. It's really cool outside too. My mom just stepped out. Furman! My brother-in-law just walked over. And here I am standing out in my pajamas with no bra. I want to go inside. And of course my mom decides to step outside too. What in the world is happening this morning? The grass just got cut, but it's grown again. Alright, so I went inside and made myself a little more decent. Not very presentable, but let's see what's going on. I feel a little bad for them because the little area here is all messy with all the little branches. I'll clean them up in a little bit, but usually, you know, I open up the little fence and they can walk out of here, but I can't let them out because obviously that I don't want them to run out, because they're not too familiar with the area. They might get scared and run off somewhere else. I don't want that happening. My mom's over there calling. I'm gonna tell her, don't call him, you're getting him all excited. But there he is. He has to do it a little bit at a time. You can't just like cut over here because a whole branch could damage something. But thankfully my brother-in-law showed up. That's my husband's brother out there. He asked us to do a little bit at a time. And those pieces are just like that one that just fell right now. I mean, that's super heavy. So you can't just like be cutting some big giant branch and, you know, carry that, because you can't. You have to cut little pieces. So this is going to be an almost all day project. Now our fence, you know, it's not something that can't be fixed. I mean, obviously, those 2x4s will have to be replaced, but everything else can be put back up. Some new cement will have to be put in for this post right here. I don't know if you guys can hear me with the sound of the chainsaw. I'm going to walk around this way, get out of the dirt, because I'm not really looking where I'm stepping. And if you can see that, it's a big old hole in there. Look at that. You know, it's interesting how that wind last night just took that tree down, but everything else seems to be okay. I mean, yeah, some little sticks here, you know, are falling over. That can be fixed. And then I had a pot. See this one right here? It's all broken. That was up here. Got knocked over by the wind. And there's some little pieces down there. That's my aloe vera pots. These beautiful colored ones. I told my husband, whatever you do, not to throw away those little pieces that fell back there. I want to save them, maybe do some mosaic if I can't glue this back together. Maybe do a little mosaic with them, right? Do something with it. If not, well, they'll get thrown away. Because, you know, why be saving pieces of tile? I don't do it right away, but I'm just looking at what other... oh yeah, this one here. He told me this one. I don't know if you can see that little metal thing there. That's a little stand that I had here, and I had this pot on top of. That fell over. So some of that dirt that's in there fell out. And you can see it right there. And so my plant is kind of tilted this way. I gotta push it back in. Push the soil back in there. But I mean, other than that, I mean, there's nothing else. There's this one, and it's funny because my husband was taking down this string of lights, because, you know, when they came to put the concrete here, we had to remove a panel of the fence so that the concrete, you know, one of the things is that the concrete slides down. I had to come through here to pour this. I showed you all a video of that. But yeah, he took the lights off, and he was going to take them completely off, but he just kind of left them rolled on there, and thankfully they weren't, because that could have maybe pulled on more of the fence and broken that. I know I had some nice little plants on a shelf that was on the fence. Oh no, we took the fence off. The shelf off. Never put it back. So these are the only, yeah, they're okay. See, they didn't fall off of there. And it's just what the tree did, but that's what the wind did to that tree. Okay, so more of that tree has been cut. It's gonna take probably the whole day to get this all done. Right now they're grabbing a chain so that they can put it in the upper part of this branch here, because that branch is kind of resting on the carport, and the rest of this is being held up by a small tree, a small I think it's called a fresno here. I don't know what that is in English, but I think it's a little fresno or something like that. It's a little tree on the other property that we planted there. I think my dad had planted it, but anyway, that's what's supporting the bulk of this tree here. As you can see, look, that branch from the other tree is kind of like cracked open this way, and it because the tree fell on it like that. So that's going to be a little bit tricky doing all that, because if you cut it, it's going to fall on the carport, and they're trying not to damage the carport. I mean, because you know, it's nice to have that carport there for, you know, when we rent the house, people have somewhere to park under. But you know, I don't know what to think right now. The whole thing is that the house is fine. The tree didn't fall on the house, and it didn't fall on somebody else's vehicle next door or something. It didn't fall, you know, nowhere on our house. No trees, or even in those ones in the front didn't, like. I'm thinking this tree, just because it's just old. I mean, it's been here since, I mean, we planted it, but it is a called an alamo, which is a cottonwood, Texas cottonwood tree. So maybe it's just a softer type of wood, and it just, you know, because the little branches on there constantly are all over our yard. The leaves are all over our yard. I mean, that's what I've been picking up. It's mainly from that tree, from the alamo, and always some sort of little branch. I mean, you can see one right there, you know, here. That's from that alamo here. So obviously it's a soft wood, so I'm thinking, you know, the weight of it and the age of it. I get over the root. It just like lifted up the earth right here. Kind of give you a perspective. I don't know if you can tell that, you know, that it just goes up. It just lifted up right here. So this came up, that came up. I'm just surprised that it didn't, like, oh, I'm just thankful that didn't happen, like some long root and then pulled from the cement and cracked that up. But this is going to be a lot of work. We had these stepping stones, you know, here. One of the stacks is obviously in the ground. You know, it's like, okay, that's a small thing. My priority is, like, you know, our priority, everybody's priority. My brother-in-law's here helping as well. Is no damage to the carport, and obviously getting our fence back for our safety and security. He's got a chain on it to kind of pull over once he sees that the branch is starting to cut. I just don't like where my husband is standing. It's like the poor choice place to stand, but what can he do? What can he do? I think he's trying to get like the small branches first, so that then he can see exactly where he's going to cut on the bigger branch. But see how my brother-in-law's pulling? I don't want my husband under there, but I'm trying not to be picky, because I'm sure they're thinking of the direction that things have to happen. Okay, I am going to go ahead and leave this, because this is going to take all day. Like I said, it's going to take all day. And maybe I'll have another video later to show you when and if this fence has gotten fixed. The fence will get fixed, I'm sure. Just, you know, it's just when, because, you know, do we have to call somebody, or is my husband going to attempt to do it himself? I don't know. So this is going to take all day. Otherwise, yeah, I wouldn't know if I was going to. I mean, it was just a small little tree that fell, and it was going to get cleared out soon. But this is going to take all day. saying that, oh, well, there he goes. My husband was saying that he was just going to drop the chainsaw and run back, but he didn't have to. Yeah, they got that branch clear. Now they got to worry about the higher parts. That tree, the other small tree, that got. I'm looking at. Oh my god! I just noticed my husband doing this because I wasn't looking at my camera viewfinder. I was looking at another area. But oh my god, he makes me so nervous, guys. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna put the camera down because I don't want something to happen, and I want to be here standing here filming rather than helping. Not that I can help. Well, maybe I can. I don't know. Okay, you guys, I'll show you the after. Right now he's analyzing where he can cut from because it is a really heavy piece. I don't like this. Okay, I don't like this. Okay, so he wasn't cutting that big branch yet. He was just cutting little branches. Okay, he's just trying to get as many little branches as he can right now. Because it's a really heavy piece. So he's just trying to cut as many little branches, clear them out of the way, so that he can attempt to cut that bigger branch. But he's not going to do it from way up there. At least I hope he's not. But that's what he's saying, so let's see. Oh my gosh, yes he is. This is real men, you guys. Real men at work. This is what real men do. Okay? Crazy, but real men do this. Okay. Smart, move back. Okay, they're grabbing the chain to wrap around it because that way my brother-in-law can pull it in a certain direction. And my husband's going to be in a totally other different direction. And I'm not crazy about this, you guys. I don't know why I'm showing you all this. I keep putting the camera down when I get like really nervous, and then but yeah, this is what real dudes do. Crazy, but real dudes do. Oh, the little doggies are wanting so much attention, you guys. This is the area that I cleared out for them. You can see the little fence. This little fence, I was really upset because I bought it some time ago. I ordered it, and I've had it there waiting till we could finally set it up for the dogs here. And the description when I ordered it was 40 inches tall, and it's 24 inches, and I'm really upset. But it does keep the little dogs in there, and we really just keep them in there at night. And then I just open this little gate here, open it up, and they're free to come in and out. But right now they're just staying in there because you know, the situation with the fence. Last night we did bring them into the house when we heard the weather alert, and then we could hear the thunder and all the sounds from the outdoor. Sorry, I'm distracted by what's going on over there with my husband. But he finally moved out of the way, so my brother-in-law can pull on that branch. Look at that. Yeah, okay. Yeah, because he was still standing way up there, and I was like, don't get up there. And he did, he moved down. Anyway, yeah, so we heard the weather alert. It was like, I don't know, 1 a.m., something like that, 1:30 a.m. I thought, you know, the dogs, maybe I should bring them in. And it didn't sound so bad. And then I started hearing the wind howling even more. I said, okay, I'm going to get up. I'm going to go get the dogs, bring them in. By the time I got up, there was another weather alert. And this time my husband woke up. And he said, what's this? It's so crazy. Another alert. And I go, yeah, I'm going to go get the dogs. And he goes, yeah, let's go get them. We ran out here. Guys, it was thundering, lightning, super wind blowing. It was like we walked out into a hurricane. But we came out here. We grabbed all three, took them inside, put them in the garage. And they spent the night in there while our dog was whining in our ears on our bed. I couldn't sleep. And then I could finally hear it calming down. And honestly, I don't know what time. It might have been maybe 3 in the morning or something like that, where you could hear that it had calmed down, you know. But other than that, All you could hear was the wind, the rain, the wind, the rain, thunder and lightning. And the power went out, by the way. As soon as I walked in with, I had the brown one. No, which one did I have? Oh, I had her. Okay, their names are Chilina. No, sorry, yeah, Chilina, Chispita, and Chicharo. I don't know why they call them Chicharo. Chicharo means like a green bean. That's what his name is. Chispita is her name. Chispita, that was my grandmother's dog. My dad bought her for my grandmother. We went to San Antonio to a birding and dog. There's some poop in there. I'm sorry you're getting a view of that. Normally in there is super clean because they don't poop in there. I let them out so they can poop out here. We clean that up. But right now we're just going to go ahead and let whatever happens in there, and then I'll clean it up. I'll hose it down. I had just hosed it down yesterday, by the way. Anyways, yeah, they had some puppies for sale. And those little puppies were, I think they were like $300. And then my dad kept asking my grandmother, do you want it? Do you want it? So then the lady that saw my dad asking my grandmother that, like, oh, she didn't know Spanish, but my dad was asking Spanish. But then she asked my dad, are you asking her because it's for her? And my grandmother was in a wheelchair. My dad says, yes, I'm asking her if she wants it. I'm going to buy it for her. And she goes, you know what? Give me 200. I'll knock down 100 for her because it's for her. So no questions, they bought her. And we were driving home, and it was sprinkling. And my grandmother was trying to think of a name for her. And I go, oh, chispa. Chispa means like a sprinkle of water, right? Or a sprinkle of any kind of liquid. Chispa. Or it could even mean oh gosh, what is the word? I'm trying to think of the word. There is a word for it, like a flame, like a little bit of a, when you're barbecuing and a little bursts of little bits of flame, maybe, fly out when you move your wood around or your barbecue, your briquettes around, a little bit of sparkle of, I guess that's what it is, a sparkle, a chispa. I said chispa, and then we were like chispa, chispita, and my grandmother loved it, and she said chispita. So I have pride in knowing that I named her. So she's the one that I grabbed, and my husband grabbed these two. And this is the first dog that my parents first adopted, and then they adopted another little doggy. Her name is Mimi. She's the only one that doesn't have a ch name. Her name is Mimi, but unfortunately she had a heart condition and she passed away a couple of years ago. And so yeah, then they had all of them by the time Mimi passed away. This other little dog, and she's got something on her neck there, but the vet didn't want to cut it off, so we're gonna see another vet about that. But anyway, that one is called, what did I just say? Oh, Chilina. They adopted her. These are two females. That's a male. And there was another female, the one that passed away. So she was adopted from someone else who, I don't know what happened. They couldn't take care of it, or maybe they passed away, and the dog was homeless. My parents said, well, we'll take her. They were only going to take care of her for a little while a home was found for her. A home was never found. The people never came back to ask them, hey, you want to go ahead and keep it, or oh yeah, we'll take it, we're going to take it somewhere. No, my parents basically, it's sad to say, but they got stuck with her, but they loved her and gave her love, and so she's part of the family. But she's kind of like I don't know what to say. We love her now. She's there. But yeah, she's got some little things on her neck and on her eye, and my mom took her to a vet, and they said, well, I don't want to cut it out because she might just bleed too much. It might be too dangerous, so she didn't want to do it. So I told her, well, maybe we need to go take her to another vet and see what another vet says. But it doesn't seem to bother her. She seems happy. They're barking at my dog. Yeah. Anyway, that's the story of them, and why I did this little home for them, you guys. Yeah. So it came out pretty cute. We had that dog house. We had it over here, but then I said, you know what? I don't like it because there was no flooring there. And over here I have this little patio that we had kind of put together. We were going to put our barbecue pit and everything there. And then, of course, my husband did this, so now the barbecue pit's going to go there. So I said, since we have this little thing here, I'm going to put the doghouse over here because it'll be better for them. I put these little mats there so that, they want to lay out here. And then, of course, in the middle here, we have the umbrella stand that's normally in there with the umbrella. Of course, my husband moved it out here. He didn't want that to get blown or something into the dog's house or something. I don't know what he was thinking. It's 40 pounds. So it's not even it's not even touched. But anyway, it doesn't matter. It can be put back. I have to clean in there anyway. A lot of the little sand there got blown on top of there, which I had already cleaned yesterday. Like I said, this thing was all clean. And I've got the dog bowls turned over because they were full of water. Got them fresh water. I gave them something to eat already. They're fine. They're perfectly well. And I've been talking for 7 minutes about the dogs. But this is their little area here, you guys. I'm contemplating, like, maybe having this go out one more. And then that way, because I do have one more. See over there? I have more of those little fence grids that I could go one more and then go like that and just cut like right where the tree, just to give them a little more space. And some grass can grow there and they can lay on the grass if they want. But the honest truth of the fencing was to get them to know that this is their home now. Keep them in that little corner, let them know. They go into the doghouse right away as soon as we put it up, or the house was already there when we moved it there, and we put them there and they went in there. They had no issue figuring that one out, which is kind of nice. I have little dog beds in there. You can see one of them kind of falling out. But yeah, the thing was to get them used to living here before I would let them roam around. But they've been very good. So I open it up. We're out here, my mom and I, and they run around. They have so much fun all over the place here. Oh, they'll poop here and there, but I bought a little pooper scooper to pick up poop now. And I've been doing that. You know, it's just another thing to do for some exercise. And if it's not me, soon it'll be my mom doing it. But I wanted we had the grass cut, but then now all the rain, the grass is grown pretty big now. And I really can't let my mom walk through it because this kind of grass is the kind of grass that grows like in vines. And sometimes the roots kind of poke out. And if you step into one, you could trip. And I don't want her to trip. So I need it cut short. And that's when she can go ahead. And it's actually like shorter and more stable right here. So I actually have her come around this way to come see the dogs. Anyway, as I told you, that's still going on. It's probably going to take all day. So I can talk forever, you guys. And I won't. Well, I already did. Okay, you guys, they were lifting it, and I missed recording it. I got too involved in watching them lift up the fencing, but they're trying to just at least prop it up. But see this part right here, the cement that got pulled out from the hole that it was in. So they're just gonna prop it up for now, just to stand it up. I don't know what's gonna happen after that, but all right, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut or end the video here. I know it's pretty long, a lot of me talking, but I just wanted to show you what happened outside, and everything's gonna be okay. Everything is fine. It's just something that happened, and we're gonna take care of it. Obviously, I'm not gonna show you anymore because you can get the idea that the tree is getting cleaned up. They're out there cutting more of it into smaller pieces so that they could take it over to the you know, our alleyway. That was our alleyway that you saw back there. This is where we drive to get into our home, our garage and carport in the back. Anyway, so that it can get picked up by the city. Anyway, I'm so tired, you guys. Not that I did anything, but just because I didn't sleep. And I'm trying to hold the phone up, and I'm really sorry about all the movement. I don't even know what all that sounds, all those sounds are. I have the windows open in my house to air out the house since we didn't have electricity all night, and it just barely came back like about 9 a.m., 9:30, so like about 6 hours with no electricity, so we opened up all the windows to air out the house. So, you know, the musky smells and musty. Yeah, the musty smells could kind of go away. I'm sorry about showing you this little corner. This is some of my craft stuff that I'm gonna, today was supposed to be the day that I was gonna fix up another bedroom and bring my little craft things in there, just what I need for, like, you know, videos and things like that. It was also gonna be the day that we were gonna drive and to another Best Buy in another town to hopefully get the camera that I want, because I didn't have it Friday, or when was it? Wednesday night, my husband and I drove to a Best Buy in one particular city because I just saw that they had one available. We get to the store and they don't have it available. Who knows when they're gonna get it, if they are, the guy said. But anyway, saw that there was 2 of them in another store. And I'm glad I didn't place an order to go pick it up today, because I don't know how I'm feeling, you guys, right now. But I want to thank y'all very much for watching the whole video. I'm gonna give myself a big old, there it is. I'm gonna give myself a big old thumbs up, and I hope that you too will give me a big old thumbs up. Please leave a kind comment down below. Comments, thumbs up, all your interaction really helps for my video to be seen by other people, and they can also watch it. I mean, it helps all of us, everyone who, you know, puts up a video. Your interactions really are what the ads want, not just, you know, oh, somebody viewed it. Anyway, that's it, you guys. Thank y'all for watching, and as always, enjoy.